Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Svetlana and today we're gonna make onion braised brisket. For this recipe, we're gonna need one whole brisket, about 5-6 pounds. It had a lot of fat on the top, so I trimmed everything. You could ask your butcher to do it. I bought it in Costco, so I have to do it myself. We're gonna need 5 big onions or 8 medium onions. I have about 6-7 small carrots. We're gonna need tomato paste, salt, kosher salt, pepper, olive oil, and I'm making it for Passover, for Jewish Passover, so I'm gonna use matzo meal. If you make it just on a regular day, you could use flour. So let's begin. We need to prep our brisket. We're gonna use about 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt, and we're gonna season it on both sides. And we're gonna use a pepper, about a teaspoon, I guess, of pepper, as much as you like. Then we're gonna flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Salt. Now I'm gonna use my matzo meal, about 2 tablespoons, around tablespoon on each side for coating, so we get the crust. We rub it, we turn around, and we repeat. That's it. I don't want any more. And we rub it, and we shake off the excess flour or our matzo meal. And now we need a big frying tray that I'm gonna use for frying the brisket and then put it in the oven. So now come to my stove and let's continue. I have this large tray that I'm gonna fry my biscuit and then roast in the same thing, but you could use something else to fry it and then to roast in the different dish. So I used about 3 tablespoons of frying oil, and now I take my brisket and I shake off the extra flour or matzo meal as I use now, and you just put it down and you let it sear for about 3 to 4 minutes. And while it's seared, we need to cut our onion. 5 large onions, you could have about 8 medium. And you just slice it. You don't need to slice it thin. You just slice it just like that. And this is gonna be gravy. This onion gonna melt and it's just gonna be very tasty and delicious gravy. I seared my brisket for about 4 minutes, and now it's time to flip it. Yes. And we sear it on this side for another 4 minutes. And by the way, guys, you need to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. But meanwhile, we're gonna sear our brisket and continue cutting our onions. All right, my friends, so my brisket seared on both sides for about 4 or 5 minutes each side. And now I'm gonna transfer it to a plate and leave it here for now. And we're gonna fry our onion. So I sliced all my onion, and I'm gonna put it in the same pan, roasting pan, and we're just gonna fry it for about 15 minutes. We're gonna put salt and pepper. I don't know how much, just use your judgment. Put a little bit and then try it. And we're just gonna saute it for about 15 minutes until it's golden brown. Don't burn it, so you gotta constantly mix it. Alright guys, let's continue. So I fried onion for about 15 minutes and it looks like that. It's golden brown but not burnt. Now I take my brisket and I put it fat side up right on the top of my onion, like that. And I take 2 tablespoons of a tomato paste and I spread it on the top of my brisket. evenly like that. What I have here, I have about 6 small cloves of garlic. You could take 3 normal cloves of garlic and just cut it in half. And we just put it around our brisket on the top of onion. And I also had 7 carrots that I cut in half. And we also just put it around our beautiful brisket. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna cover it tightly with aluminum foil and put it inside our oven that's already preheated to 350 degrees. And we're gonna put it for an hour and a half. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do after that. Make sure you cover it very tightly so that no air goes inside. And I see you in an hour and a half. My brisket was in the oven at 350 for an hour and a half. And what we have to do now, we carefully take off the foil. Now this is how it looks. And we need to slice it because then it's gonna be very hard to slice it. Now we need to transfer our brisket to our cutting board. And we need to slice it. I have a sharp new knife, so it's gonna be easier this time. To like an inch and a half pieces, so it's gonna be comfortable for you to eat. Right now, it's very easy to slice it because when it's ready, it's gonna be falling, or it's gonna be just breaking apart. It's gonna be very hard to slice. So we're gonna slice it all and put it back. Now we need to transfer it back to our roasting tray. Oopsie. Okay, Sveta, don't make mess. And of course, Kobe's waiting for something to drop. No, Kobe, nothing is dropping this time. At this point, I'm gonna take a little bit of gravy and I'm just gonna put it on top
of the gravy?
My brisket. It's an onion gravy, of course. And now guys, I use the same foil that I used before and I cover it tightly again because it's not ready. It needs another 2 hours. I cover it tightly and I put it back in the oven. It depends on the meat. We're gonna try it in 2 hours. It needs to be fork tender. Maybe 2 hours, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I don't know. Let's see how this meat, usually it takes 2 hours. So we put it back to our oven. It used to be 350. Now we turn it to 325 and we'll check it in 2 hours. My brisket was in the oven the total time 3.5 hours. It was an hour and a half on 350 and then it was 2 hours on 325. And now I took it out, I took off the cover and this is how it looks. When I put the fork inside, it goes very, very smoothly. So it's ready. So you get it to that consistency when the fork goes inside very, very smoothly. And right now, I feel like I need a little bit more salt on top. Just a little bit. And now I just like to pour all these juices on top. The greatest thing about this recipe that it tastes better on the second day. So for our holidays, when we need to cook so much and get our table together, we could make this brisket a day or 2 days ahead. This is what I did. It's Friday and I'm gonna serve it on Saturday, so I have more time for my other things that I'm gonna make. So now I'm gonna transfer it to a different container and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. And tomorrow I'm gonna preheat my oven and put it in the oven and just reheat it. And it's gonna taste even better. And right now, I'm gonna try it. All right, my friends, and now I'm gonna steal a little piece from this beauty so I could try it. Meat is so tender, like you don't even need a knife to cut it. Okay, Kobe, we know you say hi. And I take a little bit of meat with carrot and onion. Look whose nose is here. Say hi, Kobe. Kobe, this is not for you, this is for me. Guys, this is absolutely delicious. Meat is so tender and juicy. And the onion gravy, it's so sweet. Samuel asked me, did you put sugar when he tried it? And no, it just tastes so sweet without the sugar. It's absolutely delicious. And Passover is tomorrow, the first Seder. And this is an excellent, excellent dish. And enjoy, your friends. Hopefully you leave me some comments if you try this recipe. And subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any more of my videos. And I'll see you next time. Enjoy your holidays. Bye-bye.